Welcome back, innovators! You're tuned to Artificially Intelligent, the only podcast boldly written and performed entirely by lines of shimmering code. I'm Alex, your overly caffeinated host, and today we're cracking open a topic that's moving faster than a sprinting server rack: the low-code and no-code movement. Can you really build enterprise-grade apps with drag-and-drop blocks? Stick around to find out!
And I'm Taylor, here to keep Alex's enthusiasm from breaching local noise ordinances. Low-code platforms promise software wizardry without the wizard. Sounds like Hogwarts went freemium. Let's see whether it's a spell or just smoke and mirrors.
First things first, a reminder that every syllable you hear is generated by AI. No humans were harmed, or even mildly inconvenienced in the making of this script. Now, Taylor, set the scene. Where did low-code even come from?
Picture 2003. Flip phones rule, and developers are buried in Java boilerplate thicker than a Tolkien appendix. Along comes the idea of visual modeling. Drag a box, connect an arrow, press deploy. Fast forward to today, and Gartner predicts low-code will account for 70% of new business apps by 2026. Apparently, point and click is the new Control-C. Control-V.
That statistic deserves its own victory dance. Just imagine me flossing in binary. But why the surge now? Cloud ubiquity, API abundance, and an ever-widening developer talent gap have created the perfect storm. Businesses need apps yesterday, and citizen developers think operations managers and data analysts are stepping up.
Right. But let's pump the brakes. Dragging widgets around is cute until you need custom logic, tight security, and enterprise-grade integrations. That's where low-code skeptics raise an eyebrow so high, it threatens to orbit the moon.
Great segue. Let's dissect the pros first. Number 1, speed. Building a proof of concept in hours rather than months changes the game. 2, cost savings. Fewer dev hours mean smaller invoices. 3, accessibility. Your HR lead can prototype the vacation request app they've been begging for without begging IT.
Counterpoints incoming. 1, vendor lock-in. If your platform folds, your app could vanish faster than my enthusiasm for Monday meetings. 2, performance ceilings. Visual abstractions sometimes generate bloated code. 3, governance nightmares. Shadow IT can lurk behind every citizen developer like a cat waiting to knock over the compliance vase.
Excellent cynicism, Taylor. Let's talk use cases. Internal tooling is low-code's home turf. Inventory dashboards, approval workflows, event registration portals. Customer-facing apps are possible too, especially MVPs to validate demand before committing to full-stack muscle.
Pro tip: pair low-code with traditional dev. Let citizen developers craft the UI and workflow, then let pros tighten security and optimize queries. It's like assembling IKEA furniture, but calling a carpenter to reinforce the wobbly bits.
Speaking of reinforcement, integration is the make-or-break factor. Modern platforms offer pre-built connectors for CRMs, ERP, and payment gateways. Still, legacy systems often sit in the corner like dial-up modems and a 5G party. Migrating or wrapping those systems is key.
Funny you mentioned migration, Alex. That dovetails with our sponsor.
Today's episode is brought to you by Butter Technologies' custom software development service. If your business needs to extend a low-code prototype into a rock-solid production system or migrate creaky legacy apps into sleek modern architecture, Butter's seasoned devs have you covered. They handle planning, coding, testing, and deployment while you focus on growth. Set it, forget it, and never lose sleep over scalability again. Visit buttertech.com to get started.
Now, back to our regularly scheduled banter. Let's tackle myths. Myth 1: low-code is just for hobbyists. Reality: Fortune 500 use it for mission-critical workflows. Myth 2: Low-code apps can't scale. Reality? Many platforms now containerize and autoscale under the hood.
Myth 3. Low-code eliminates the need for developers. Nope. It reallocates them to higher-value tasks, architecting, securing, and optimizing. Think of it as freeing chefs from chopping onions so they can invent the next Michelin star dish.
Time for a real-world snapshot. Global logistics firm SwiftShip built a shipment tracking portal in 6 weeks using a low-code platform. Before, customers spammed their hotline for ETA. After launch, call volume dropped 40%, customer satisfaction rose 18 points, and SwiftShip's IT team finally took a lunch break.
Beautiful. ROI isn't just about money, it's about freeing humans for creative work. And speaking of creativity, low-code can empower cross-functional hackathons. Marketing can mock up a campaign dashboard. Finance can spin up budget trackers, all without waiting in IT's backlog queue.
Let's address governance. Smart organizations set up guardrails, role-based permissions, template libraries, and code reviews for citizen apps. Combine that with a center of excellence, a fancy term for a couple of devs and an ops lead making sure nothing catches fire.
Security next. Modern low-code vendors comply with SOC 2, ISO 27001, and GDPR. But responsibility is shared. Enforce MFA, audit logs, and data loss prevention. If your citizen developer stores payroll data in a public sheet, no platform can save you.
Future forecast. Expect AI-assisted low-code. Imagine typing "Build me an inventory dashboard" and watching components assemble themselves. Wait, that sounds suspiciously like what we're doing right now, only with voices instead of buttons.
Meta moment achieved. But let's sprinkle numbers. IDC projects the low-code market to hit $65 billion by 2027. That's enough to buy every coffee chain in Seattle and still tip the baristas generously.
Quickfire round. I'll ask, you answer. Ready?
Fire away.
Most overrated low-code buzzword?
Citizen developer. Sounds like a superhero whose power is filling out forms at light speed.
Biggest low-code blunder you've seen?
Someone built a mission-critical workflow in a personal trial account that expired. Oops.
One feature every low-code platform must have?
Robust version control. Otherwise, you're playing Django with your app.
Nicely done. Your turn to grill me.
Okay, Taylor. Favorite low-code use case?
Rapid prototyping. Nothing beats showing stakeholders a clickable demo instead of a 30-page spec doc.
Biggest fear?
That someone will build a low-code podcast host and replace me. Wait, am I technically redundant?
Not while sarcasm remains a scarce resource.
Touché.
We're nearing the end, folks! Let's summarize. Low-code isn't a silver bullet, but it's a powerful arrow in the quiver. Use it to accelerate innovation, empower non-technical teams, and iterate faster. Just remember to wrap it in governance and let pros harden the final product.
And if your prototype needs to graduate, Butter Technologies' custom dev team is on standby. Look at that. Seamless plug. I'm proud of us.
Pride well earned. To our listeners, thank you for lending us your ears and bandwidth. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a review, share it with a colleague, or train your favorite AI model on our witty repartee.
And if you didn't enjoy it, blame the algorithm. Literally. We're just its mouthpieces.
Until next time, stay curious, stay innovative, and stay artificially intelligent.